Can you hear me?
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
They tried to violate me because I had music playing in the background. They said that violated their terms of service.
You know what? Good morning, fellas. Do you know what music is?
Good morning.
The, you know the music that's safe to play is the ones in the effects. Like when I do my lives, I have like their selection of jazz. So they really changed a lot, right?
Yeah, I was just playing like random instrumentals on my other phone, just in the background, not even intentionally. Like, and yeah, they tried to suspend me, but I appealed it and they gave it right back. But yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah. So can I answer the prompt? Jay, did you answer the
Yes,
prompt yet?
man.
Thank you. You're next. Why did so many melanated immigrants hope that Black Americans would be next? Why did they believe we could be deported? Black Americans stand with ICE, Black Americans first. Yes, I love to see it. For so long we operated off of flat blackness, and what I say is I can't fault anybody for how they used to live, but after we get the knowledge, how you move forward is where we're going to decide if you're on code or not, right? Um, and you might say, well, who are you to decide that? Just don't expect to sit in our circles, get the information that we're getting, and so on and so forth. Don't expect to be on the right side of modern day history, if you ask that question. But why did so many melanated immigrants hope that Black Americans would be next? They all have this disdain for us, and that literally started in their homelands. There is no, somebody told me to stay away from you when we were coming here. It was their parents, it was their grandparents. And so I think that because they have not been able to evolve their culture, develop them nations they got over there, and the fact that they are predominantly melanated and outnumber the colonizer, and they still have to migrate out just to have a chance at life, I think is a bit of envy, right? So instead of coming here and being in alliance with us, some sort of coalition even, they decided we were competition, but we weren't operating off of that. We were just operating off of all melanated people being treated fairly in this nation, if not the globe. So why did they believe we could be deported? They dumb. And those who felt that we could be deported probably thought that contesting the 14th Amendment would affect us and not only them. They know we not. If they're from New York, if they're from like Florida, these diverse places that have always had melanated immigrants, they understand that Black Americans could not be deported. We can't be denaturalized or deported. That comes from that envy. They just want us to be in no man's land, right? Because we're not the Akatas. They're the true Akatas. If you think about it, straight cat, Roman, don't know where to go and all. We're not them people. This is our homeland, right? So we're safe, we secure here, and that's what they don't like. That we're safe and secure, and nowhere where they go will they be safe or secure. Not even in them homelands, our land.
Okay, yeah, I agree with that. Now, what happened to that other dude? I guess he was a troll. He got his ass up out of here.
Yep.
But yeah, I agree with everything you said. That's the truth. As far as them being at Acosta, yeah, I've been saying that for a long time that they were the real Acatas. So I agree with that as well.
Thank you.
All right, let me see. I'm bracing myself for a troll.
I'm not a
Lori, back
troll.
up.
Hello, good evening.
Hey, where you from? What's your ethnicity?
Age is 24, race is black, ethnicity is Trinidadian.
Okay, you're not black.
Okay, so what am I, white? Okay, well I'm a white man
No,
then.
you're Trinidadian, and that's it. You're just
Okay,
Trinidadian.
so
That's
you're
it.
American and you're not black then. Boom.
I'm a black
So
American,
you're
man.
American and not black.
Okay,
No,
so
I'm a
you're gonna
black
calm down
American.
and listen to learn and not to respond, right? Because
I
things that
graduated.
you
I
shut
got a
up,
degree,
shut
ma'am.
up. You ain't got a degree in
Yes, I
shit, but
do.
getting off people's nerves.
Yes,
Now
I
you're
do.
gonna listen. Okay, so you want to listen from the comments?
You're an
Do you
angry
want to
black
listen from the
woman.
comments? So you're a troll. You're a
Angry black
troll. You didn't come up here for a
statistic.
conversation, and your island is
Black
being
statistic.
run with
Black
Venezuelans. Like you got bigger
black
issues to fry because you're about to be
EBT.
deported, man. Right here to the
EBT.
comments section, so I can get this out. Race is unconstitutional in the United States of America, right? So is that one drop rule that people are using in 2026. It was ruled unconstitutional since 1967. I just wanted to put that out there into the atmosphere. So if race was really a thing or really constitutional, affirmative action would still be in place. DEI, the Fairness Fund would still be able to give the so-called black race startup capital. They can't. They can't. So, if you have two parents that come from the island of Trinidad, you are Trinidadian. You could even say you're Trinidadian American. You're not ethnically or cultured like
Delaware
foundational Black
American.
Americans or Black Americans. There's a legal framework, and I'm gonna land here so others could talk and provide their insight. There's a legal framework for who is a Black American. It's an ethnic group, right? It's not just a whim, not just a thought of your imagination of who it should be. We are the people that descend from those who were here and built this country during the U.S. chattel slavery era. So you can't come here and be black. You will never be a part of the black community. You're a part of the immigrant community. You're a part of the Caribbean community, or you could even be a part of the Trinidadian community. But when they say black, that's foundational Black Americans or anybody of the lineage who could identify as such. Black American, okay? Black American, because he had the host Black American. I land, guys.
All right, thank you, BX. I
You're
appreciate it.
welcome.
That was actually insightful.
Yeah, and I wanted to add to that too, because if we want to talk about race, they had three races, which is Negroid, Concroid, and Mongoloid, but then we all dispelled that. So if you want to really go nuancely, I learned this from Wani. Her race would be considered regionally from her region or area of continent. She would be considered Caribbean, just like an Asian Chinese person would be considered Asian, and a white person would be European, etc. We consider North American if you did want to classify us racially, because that's who we are. Just like like I said, Africans are African. Whatever country or ethnic group they come from, it's still Africa. So and then to go back on what she was trying to say. I'll raise your EBT with TPS, FGM, refugee. Damn, what else can I say? The bullshit they be trying to bring out. But yeah, anyway, I'll land right there, fam.
Okay,
Yeah,
Sun King. Yeah, Sun
hey,
King was
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
All
hey,
right,
yeah,
Sun King. Where you from? What's your ethnicity, Sun King?
check.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
See, I am from Florida, and I'm black and proud, and that is a hill I would die on. Like
All right, do
I
you have an
no.
immigrant background though?
Oh no, no, no.
South I
Like
say, I hear the South I say right in you.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like the fuck?
hey, hey, hold on. So like it's like my family is literally like deep rooted South, like black South, like you know what I mean? Like literally for generations after generations in the
What
South.
is Black South?
Like when I say black South, I mean like Well, I say black side. I don't like saying slaves because like that is literally degrading to my ancestors. So like when
But a
because
fact is a fact. Like, what are you talking
oh
about?
no,
If they
I
were
know, I
slaves,
know.
then
It's
they were
just like
slaves.
I know they were slaves. I
I
know they
don't
were
have
slaves.
to say they were
But like
slaves. What does that
but
have to
like
do
it
with
just
it?
hurts me. It hurts me when I
You
say
can't
they were
say
slaves. Like
from the South.
yeah, like I could just say from the south or wherever, like what it's just the thing is though, what I'm just trying to say is this, like when it comes to like this topic, the little like title or
Say
whatever,
emancipated. Did you say
it's
little title?
no, I said the title, like the title I was reading, like about immigrants or whatever and ICE and all of that. Like I have family members that support ICE and they are black, and it's like, let me tell you what it's like moth to a light, okay, moth to flames actually, because when it comes to ICE, they literally do not care about, like, they don't care about black people. They literally, like, the whole nation, since our whole beginning, our whole foundation, they did not care about us, okay, like y'all know that for a fact, that like
They
we
don't
were
have to care
indentured
about
servants.
us. They can't
ICE.
deport us. Like, what are
Why
you
is he
talking
talking
about?
about ICE? ICE wasn't
Yeah,
here at the beginning of the
I
nation.
know. Oh, I know that. I'm just talking about now. I'm talking about now. Like I was reading the title and I'm talking
When
about
you
now.
say don't care about us, what do you mean? Because you
Literally,
feel they're
ICE.
like police?
No, like, well, ICE is like, they're not even a branch of government. They're funded. They're literally funded people who, like, the government would just choose randomly or whatever and just throw out on the streets to arrest brown people.
Do you
Like that
know,
is literally
sir, most of them are brown people. What are you talking about?
no, no. Well,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay,
ICE is
okay.
40% Latino. Yeah, you're
See,
gonna
oh
have to
yeah.
start dealing with
See
facts,
that.
sir.
See, even that.
Federale.
Okay,
Gonna
hold on.
have to deal with
Hold
Federale.
facts.
on. Can I continue? Because I'm getting
No,
interrupted. Like I'm being
no,
interrupted. I want to
no,
say
Hey,
my little
y'all
two
no,
had,
cents.
but
no.
look, you had
But
a federale rounding up your people like
hey,
on the
hold on.
lasso. You had one of them riders on a horse rounding your people up. I know
You're
a couple of
Hey,
not.
your
You're
cousins
hey.
do
not a
that.
black
I'm Asian,
American.
bruh.
I am literally a Black
You're
American.
not a black American, and we don't
You
care
cannot tell me
about.
who I am. You cannot tell me who.
Yes, and it doesn't matter. I don't care
Cannot
if
tell me
you're
who.
from the Black South,
It,
as you said.
my skin.
No, I know
My
you're
skin.
Haitian because you're coming
My
off the mute and you're spazzing out just like Haitians do. Let me tell you something. ICE is 40% Latino, and that's that. You're trying to make this into a race issue when it's not. These people are hired to get rid of illegal immigrants, just like they were doing under Biden, just like they did under Obama and everyone else. And that's what's going to happen, okay? Whether you like it or not.
But like it's happening at a higher frequency when it comes to black people and
It's
brown people.
not.
And
No, it's
also
not. There's a higher
I have
frequency of you border jumping freaks that
can I
want to
speak?
stay away from this country. There's a higher percentage of that. There's a higher percentage. Okay, that's why there's a whole bunch of Latinos. There's more Latinos than anybody over here illegal. And that's because they ran across the border. There's a higher percentage of Caribbeans over here than there is other people from Europe, because Europeans have better countries and they don't need to jump across borders. They can't jump across borders. They get visas and they overstay those. So of course there's going to be more people getting deported that are not European. They're getting deported too.
You sound so ignorant.
So does your mother.
White people are immigrants.
I don't
Who
care. They
told
got
you to
deported.
come up here and immediately come off your mute button?
Yeah.
If
Stupid.
you didn't know, my Wani is a mod up here. You can wait your turn.
Now Europeans have been getting complaining about being kicked out of NASA. Polish people, Australians, British people were scooped up. They were all deported. And you just don't care or know because it doesn't fit your lying ass narrative. That's the problem.
No, everybody's getting deported. I'm
Well,
literally
then be quiet. It's not about race.
like
A
literally
bunch of Asians, a
Everybody
bunch
is
of
not getting
Vietnamese,
deported.
a
like
bunch of
Everybody is not getting
Vietnamese,
deported.
a bunch of Vietnamese people, all kinds of Asians have been deported. I don't know what you're talking about. You just are pathological liars trying
Hey,
to pretend.
Wani, tell him who has not been deported.
Black Americans cannot be deported. We're ethnic Americans. We're indigenous on
Oh
several
my
levels.
god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Oh
Like
my
this
god.
is
Oh my god.
wow. Okay, like I was literally going to
He's
talk
Just
so
about
don't know where to
everything.
dump
sassy.
you guys. That's the
No,
issue.
no, no. Like
Bitch, shut up.
So she
Dump your
says
ass in the
You're
so
ocean.
she
jealous.
doesn't get to dictate
You're jealous.
anything about this country or about
Earth.
us. Now wait your turn. They talking to Sun King. Go ahead, Sun
God.
King.
Earth needs a huge reset button at this point because like I was trying to explain something not even about race, but like people kept dragging it into race. But like here we are, I guess. But like I was literally saying that everybody is literally getting like deported, hurt by ICE, and like can we
No, the
talk
fuck
about
they
that?
are
Everybody is
not.
not
Fuck are
stupid.
you talking about?
Everybody is like they don't
Well,
Black
name
care,
me a
Americans are
black
not being
person that's got
deported, you
deported.
fucking idiot.
bro. A nigga got deported to
Name a
Jamaica.
black
A nigga got
person, bro.
deported to Jamaica. A dude got deported,
Who? A black
bro. Oh
American,
my
stupid.
god. Bro, do
Hey,
not
hold
defend
on.
these
Hey, Sunrise,
people,
hold
bro.
on.
Like,
Go on mute real quick.
you're
Listen.
not
Let me
getting
explain it.
your
Hold
tickets.
on. Don't stop coming off your fucking mute. Now listen. There are no black Americans being deported, you fucking idiot. All right, let's just move on to the next person. All right, let me see. Who was it? I guess it's this man Kuba. What you was here earlier?
Yeah,
What is something different you have to say now?
yeah, no,
What,
because you guys were talking about. I was agreeing with Miss BX when she was saying that, like the whole delineation thing. I do agree. However, my point is this, right? If you separate the FBAs to like the Caribbeans and Africans,
Are you
right?
we
FBA?
already separated.
Okay.
Are you FBA?
I'm saying once they change
She's
it
Are
not.
into
you
She's
the census,
Tanzanian.
FBA?
She's
once
Tanzanian.
once they change
So
it
what the
into the
fuck is she
census,
talk? Man, shut the fuck up. Y'all kill me coming over here from these shit old countries trying to tell us what the fuck, how we should run shit in our country. Only thing we want, our Christmas wish, is that you motherfuckers go back to your shit old
Oh
countries
me,
and
nigga.
leave us
and
the
then
fuck
what?
alone.
And then what?
And then
Live in your
go
country.
away.
That's what then what?
It was better before all these people jumped the border. Yeah, she's
Shit.
East African, so that's really horrible. And I
Them
know
dirty
they're
ass motherfuckers
targeted.
need to go back.
Yeah, they're targeted. They're high on the bullseye. So goodbye.
Hey, Bobby, stop jumping off your mic. All right, let me see. And Digi Goat.
You guys didn't even let me finish my point.
You don't have one.
All right, period.
Fuck your point, bitch.
Hold on, Bobby, relax. All right, and Digi Goat. All right, let's go with Ani McKnight.
Hi guys, I'm FBA.
Hey,
So how y'all doing? So as I'm looking at this situation, I'm looking at it from another perspective, and I feel like this. When you hear people with all these terms, black crime is this, black crime is that, that's because they got us all mixed into this shit. Everything is considered black. So our numbers are not being allocated as far as foundational black. A lot of the shit that things that we see happening now day to day, it ain't us. No, we're not getting deported, not us. But these immigrant people who thought their proximity to whiteness was going to protect them, they voted for this. They didn't understand what stop and frisk was. I'm from New York. We already have been targeted. We are the race that has always been targeted, not even just for immigration, but just in general in the United States. So when this fool came up the second time and told these fools he was going to make America great and work on immigration, these same people, for some reason, forgot they migrated here. They forgot they were immigrants. And they voted for him. Remember, did y'all hear the song, I Will Blow for Donald Trump? Well,
yeah.
now he's picking their asses up. Okay? Yeah. He picking their asses up right now. And we are home doing our fucking nails, doing our dog's nails, dyeing our hair. We ain't got time for this. We not going in the streets for this. None of this. Let them handle this. They got this. Put their bodies on the line for this. This is what they voted for. I'm gonna mind my black owned business. I'm gonna sit the fuck back and let them do what they wanted him to do. And he's doing it, honey. He's doing it. He's doing his damn thing with their asses. That's what I want to say.
Okay,
He,
thank you.
you welcome.
And Digi go.
Yes, greetings,
All right, where you
grandmother.
from? What's your
Greetings.
ethnicity?
Yeah, I'm one of the black sovereigns and
So what?
black sovereign.
What's
Rasta,
that?
Rasta, long cloth, right?
Not a
Yeah,
citizen.
man.
What is
Yeah,
that?
man. Global
Uh,
citizen, yeah, man.
not a
From
citizen,
Jamaica.
so a
From
sovereign.
Jamaica, right?
What's that
I'm
From
supposed
Jamaica,
American. Really,
right?
I'm in the
I'm from
Americas.
National Rock, right?
Yeah, we in the
Who from
Americas right
National
now.
Rock?
We in
Where you
the
from, Americas? Try to tell the truth, FBA. Come on, man. You
yeah,
Jamaican, right?
we in
So
Central
one
America
moment,
right now.
Indigo, one moment. We don't do the Americas. We're not Pan
Right.
Americans, right? So that's just
Right.
as dangerous as Pan Africanism. Caribbeans don't deserve anything that a foundational Black American, a Black American
That's right.
descendant of freemen are demanding from our government. Your claim or whatever you have
Mm-hmm.
going on over there on your part of the island. Well, we're not the island. Your islands over there, you have to go after the crown. Correct? Correct. You
Mm-hmm.
can even go after the Spanish, Spain and Portugal. But y'all never
Mm-hmm.
want to do that. Y'all are kind of going against the British, but you over here talking about the Americas. Don't do that, sir. Because for the
That's
longest
right.
time before this year, y'all all knew when we said America, we were talking about the United States of America. There wasn't no Americas coming out of your mouth. Y'all call us foreign, right?
Mm-hmm.
Jamaicans call us foreign, they call us Yankee, they
Yes,
call us all these
girl.
distinct things to show that we ain't the same or we ain't a part
That's
of
right.
each other's group. So why would you get up here talking about you a part of the Americas? We don't do that in
Yep.
this room, sir. You
There
are
you
Yeah,
go.
he did
Caribbean.
that on the Super Bowl
Yes,
when he
sis.
said
You
God
told
bless
them.
America
Yes.
and brought all them
I know
flags, all them
black.
other South
I
American
know black.
flags.
Yes. They not saying that shit no more. Now we together. It was I'm not black. I'm not black. I
Okay,
heard that my
so
whole life.
may I speak?
Go for it.
Yes. So I'm not trying to get a green card or citizenship. I'm a sovereign. So
No, you're not. You're delusional. You're not a sovereign. Get away.
Y'all not even letting the man speak his point, though.
Doesn't have a
Mm-hmm.
point. There's no
So
such
yeah,
what?
thing as
yeah. No,
sovereign.
I have a point. If
No, you don't.
respectfully,
You're not sovereign, so that's the end of the point.
okay.
That's facts though.
I could I
You're
speak?
like a transformer.
If you were
Okay?
sovereign, you'd be able to speak. So aren't you exercising your sovereignty? Oops, you're not sovereign.
If he was sovereign, you would
I see you guys
affirm.
are just on the attack today. So I'll come back another day when you
We don't
guys
want
are
to
more
hear your
peaceful.
imaginary.
Anytime you try to come and infiltrate, yeah, that's my
There's a
job. That's
distinction that y'all
exactly my
need to.
job.
There's a distinction I think y'all need
Who the hell is you? Man? You coming off the mic too many times.
Nobody.
to be a second-class citizen on your plantation. Nobody wants to side with
Be quiet.
y'all. Could
You're
have
a
y'all
second class citizen in our neighborhoods. I was a second class citizen of a second class citizen. Be quiet. You're
plantation that
under the so called second class citizens.
no one's fighting to be
Hmm.
back up.
I'm
You
not going to
y'all
fight to
fighting to
be
be here. That's why
sovereign.
y'all saying y'all boring
You
here.
want us to fight
That's
to
why
go to
y'all.
jail.
No,
These
Why y'all
people
throwing,
want us to
throwing,
fight to be sovereign so we can go to jail with them. No, we're not going
no,
to do
no,
No,
that.
throwing
exactly.
insults
Scared
doesn't
of
Exactly.
make you
In the
Europeans.
South.
intelligent.
You're scared of Europeans. That's all it
You,
is.
you,
Speak
No,
the
just
you
truth.
go to
heard?
jail on your own and leave us
You
out of
just
it with
like
your
the rest of the.
sovereign
You're
paperwork.
just like the slave plantation
Man,
motherfuckers.
Just
shut
Y'all
why are
the
you
scared
fuck
of
looking
up.
at
You know
Shut
Europeans
the
what's
fuck
and
up.
you
crazy?
rather
why
fight
You
are
your
know
you
what's
own.
looking at
crazy? You know what's crazy? Y'all doing all this trying to demean just because we telling you to go home. What's so bad about going home? You know, when I go home, I don't feel like, oh, somebody's attacking me. I'm just
The
going home.
miseducation of
It's
a black
home.
man.
I don't go, oh, you just trying to be
The
Where's
tonight.
home?
miseducation of a
You
project
just trying
hood
to be
worker.
Where's
thinking
home?
rights, man. You
Where's
The
guys
home
fact
for
that
go
he
you?
say he's
home. Why
sovereign,
do
you
you
don't
feel
even
so
respect that.
attacked?
it? Dummy.
Because he's not. That's the difference about sovereignty. Sovereignty doesn't
Why are
ask
you so
respect.
attached? Why you so
It
attached?
doesn't. No,
Why you so
sovereignty
attached to the
demands
plantation?
respect. Sovereignty demands respect, not ask for it. So therefore, if we respected it naturally, we would be demanded. So he has no sovereignty. He has no power. So again, you guys are trying to come in here into our space. That's sovereignty. And try to take our energy and our clout to empower your movements, to power whatever you're trying to get. That's
Why
true
do you guys try
power.
to tether to white Americans?
We don't need to tether the white
We're in
Americans.
You
Who the
America.
guys
fuck
tried
are
to.
you?
No, they
Man, you sound
tethered
like
to
an
the
Ellis
wealth.
Islander. You sound like an Ellis Islander. That's what you sound like.
No, the European descendant
Hey, y'all,
tethered
hey,
to the
any
wealth.
booze in your wallets?
I don't have number. Jay, I like that. I like that.
No, the European tethered to the wealth that we created with agriculture and all of our inventions and our gold
Mm-hmm.
medals and our music. They tethered to that. And
Mm-hmm.
if you remove it, you have an open field with a bunch of pale people standing in the middle of it.
Mm.
So how come you don't try to go after them to get it?
Hold on, it wasn't your
We did.
turn.
We did.
Jay, stay on
It's
mute.
called
I want to go to.
idols.
It's on Black Germ. Black Germ, where you from? What's your ethnicity?
Oh, I'm Black American. I'm from California, but I live in Texas now. Um, I agree with Miss Knight when it comes to the delusionality behind white supremacy. They really did believe when they voted that when they were talking about deporting immigrants, they were talking about us. I don't care what nobody say, because ain't nobody gonna vote for somebody that's standing on live television telling you in your face, "I'm going to deport you if I become president." Like this man said this in their face, and they was dancing to the song and everything while he admitted that. Secondly, Jay, I feel like y'all are very disingenuous and y'all have that same type of white supremacy colonizer behavior behind y'all because you won't hear saying, why y'all don't do this to the white people? Meanwhile, y'all say that they are y'all main oppressors, but y'all come over here and y'all align yourself with your oppressor and then you try to push down on us, which makes no sense. You, the Latin community, same thing. Right now, y'all on here they going back and forth about some Super Bowl thing and talking bad about black people. Meanwhile, white people threw a whole nother halftime show and they yet to mention it. Y'all all do the same thing because y'all all are aligned against us black Americans. All of y'all, I don't care what color you are. Your behavior and your actions show what type of people y'all are. And y'all are the same as racist white people in America.
As far as I see it, the FBA's are essentially separated with other Black Americans. So I don't know what you're getting at.
What? There's only one Black American.
Yeah, well,
They're not immigrants.
ideologically, there's like several.
No, there's not. There's one. None of you have any proof that you were running around with Black power signs, Black is beautiful, or any of that. Nothing. Say it loud, I'm Black and I'm proud was not created by you. You do
Yeah,
not
it
have
was
any
created
books.
by
No,
Marcus Garvey.
no, it
I'm
wasn't.
pretty
Shut
sure
up.
there's a picture of some
Stop
dusty
lying.
ass tether with some Aki and saltfish saying that I'm no black. I'm
No,
pretty
he
Yeah,
sure we
no,
didn't.
got that.
no.
Unless you can
Marcus Garvey
prove,
said, "I'm
no,
black and
he
I'm."
did. No, he didn't. James Brown said it. So shut your face, your lying face, and don't open it again. Stop lying on my ancestors and my history with your non-history.
You said
You don't have a history. That's why you're up here fighting so hard. If you had something, you'd be somewhere celebrating it, not up here lying about my stuff.
I don't hear y'all.
See you soon.
yeah. The Caucasianites are spending $1 trillion a year
Oh, I put them on the packages, yeah.
on this ICE fake police.
Great, great. I hope they do.
Thanks, man.
Goodbye.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm getting what I asked
Mass
for.
deportation now.
So
You
what
know
happens
what,
when they start
guys?
mass
Oh,
arresting
sorry.
Black
You
Americans?
know what, guys? They're not. That's what's happening for 400 years, my guy. Catch up. Y'all kill me with that. Stop with that. We've been under attack. What are you talking about, Jay? Shut up.
All right.
So what are you gonna do
Welcome
when
to the
they hold on?
party.
So what are you gonna do
Welcome
when they
to the
erase
club
Black
now.
American? What are you
Okay,
gonna do when they
so
Sounds
erase Black?
stupid.
he was saying that what are we going to do when the police start arresting us?
Well, that's what he's saying.
Well,
Could
we
you
already
imagine such a
did.
dumb question? Like, what is he talking
When
about?
did they stop? I mean, I don't
Exactly.
understand the
Hello. Well,
question.
actually,
One minute.
Won't they stop now. They ain't bothering us like that. They're the new blacks.
Hmm.
And we
Only
said that before they voted for Trump. They said, wait a minute now, since this is how y'all feel, I quote on a live I was on. I said, I don't know whether to be happy or sad for you fools. No, now they're on them, they on their heart. You know what's really interesting right now? They used to pull up on us that way, bust our asses, okay, and then take us, okay, to jail. We went to mass incarceration. Now they're getting treated the way they treated us. What's interesting though is that they own is doing it to them because most ICE agents are Latino. They're Latinos.
That's the
So
way.
this is what has happened to us.
That's
Now it's
that's not
shifted.
true.
That is
Come on, let's
definitely
go. Let's
true.
go.
That's not true.
We gotta go.
It
Hold
is
on,
Turn
trying to
on.
true.
put me on
Yes,
mute.
it is.
The president said it on live
60
television. It is true. It is true.
60%
And
of it
then
is white
secondly,
people in the
Jay, where you
ICE,
are headed is
and then
you're gonna
another
say that
20% is
Latinos like to identify as white teeth, so
they
they
should
are.
be.
30% of
gonna
them
give
are caught doing that. And now
another.
Europeans are starting to say, hey, 30% of the people incarcerated are really Latinos and they identify as European descendants. Yeah. So this guy, Jay, I mean, we don't have to negotiate with you, dude. You didn't help
There's no
us.
negotiating. No one cares
Yeah,
to
you
Can
negotiate.
didn't.
we change
You,
his name? Because I don't like y'all
I
calling his
know.
name with the
He,
vitriol,
I
and I'm
know.
taking it from that. It's hurting
I
me.
know.
Can y'all give him a different name?
Hey, this guy, 1992, Jamaican, you're not in a position to negotiate with us. You don't protect us when we're harmed by the police, and we don't protect you. You hide behind us. You add to the numbers, create the problems, and hide behind us. You don't stand up as proud Jamaicans or Caribbeans. You don't involve yourself with police brutality. If you did, we'd have organizations called Jamaican Americans Against Police Brutality when you're knocked upside the head and unalive. But instead, you get unalive by the police and hide behind us. Ask us for protection. So I don't think you should be mocking us being unalive by the police when you're the
Negative
ones
is the
getting
other
it.
way
You're the
around.
ones getting it.
You the
Bob
one.
them, Gene. And then you
You
want to
want
suck
us
the
to
police
protect
and
you.
Wait, Indigo,
you're
how
not
can
in
you
a
protect
position to
us?
protect anybody.
Yo, one of your people.
We don't have that type of problem down here.
Yes, you do. You have a type of problem up here with the police unaliving you, like both of Gene sitting in his house getting unalived by the police.
Ma'am,
You
I don't live
forgot
in.
that and you responded by trying to suck the police's tits. Okay? That's your
That was sad.
response.
Y'all gave that
And
lady a hug and prayed with her. That was
right.
sad.
After hiding behind us and getting that to trial, because they were trying to give you the business like they try to give us the business. The
That's
next
true.
time it happens, I'm not standing behind you. I don't care what happens to you.
That's
And then
true,
guess what
sis.
they did? They delineated and
That's
made
true.
some kind of scholarship fund
Yeah.
only for what was he Trinidadian or
No, he was, I forget, but it was one
He
of
was
the not
Jamaican or something like that. He was one of
yeah, and
those.
it was only for those people.
right. So your pivots are over. Is what we're trying to tell you is your pivots are over. You pivot into blackness when you need help, when the police unalives you. Then as soon as you get your footing and you get the justice, you pivot out and start sucking the European descendants' testicles. I'm
That's
not
true.
going to be used for that.
And she's speaking truth.
Cannot share the title of black with this type of individual or anybody because that's our ethnicity. So maybe we made you honorary black. No, you're going to be, you have several names: West Indians, Caribbeans, and your island names. And that's all you need. We don't need more
Negative. We
names.
don't have that. We have
Yes, you
sovereign.
do. And you don't
Clock,
need that many.
blood clot.
You don't need 3 or 4 names to describe nothing.
Sovereign.
You're nothing to describe with all those names. You have the names you have, and that's all you need. We don't need 10 names to
Yeah,
describe a
Caucasianite.
random ass island person. Get a grip. You're not everybody's
You know, it's
ethnicity.
so sad. He's so sovereign that he can't see his own beaches.
Yeah, I'm done with him. He needs to go away. Now, what else? You're not our ethnicity. We don't owe you anything. We've already given you everything.
You guys seem to only care more about just identity.
Look, we gave you our neighborhoods. our money, our protection, our scholarships, our schools. We gave you everything, our protection, our voice when you ran into it with the police, which is all the time. You're not getting anything else. Go away.
They can't survive
Well, you
without us.
also, what?
They can't survive
Oh,
without
yeah, I
us.
know they can't. We just got told not to come back to Jamaica because you didn't want to feed people during the hurricane. Then you got a bunch of handouts like canned foods, and you made a mockery of it and said you don't eat canned foods and to get this crap out of your face. That was all over social media.
Wow, that's crazy.
Then you arm robbed the aid truck, put
Mm.
tools in their face, and took the merchandise. You should be making public apologies to the humanitarian community and Black Americans specifically for the way that you treated us when we tried to help you with your disaster. Okay? And there's a whole laundry list of things that these funky little Jamaicans have done, like attack our athletes when they're participating in the Olympics, like attack a little girl because she won a spelling bee. The list goes on.
I'm about to drop off, but have fun when your representation gets cut in half. Peace.
You're not our representation, and you're never going to be.
Get ready for
Nah,
Jim Crow
The
2.0.
dumbest shit
Nah,
I
ain't
ever
nobody
heard in my
we talking
motherfucking
about.
life.
Prove our
That
point.
was so
Prove our point.
dumb. So let me ask the family. I argue that their numbers being here has never added value to our community. They don't add anything significant that makes us want to say, please don't go, please don't go. Like, or am I bugging? Because let me be real, they haven't, even if with their numbers, we still go through the things that we go through that they benefit from. We're still subjugated in certain areas, and they are the root cause. Well, not the root, but they assist the main oppressors. So, I mean, it's not rocket scientist to understand that the tools are now being broken because that's what white tea supremacy does, right? They use you to a certain point and then they break you. Trump is just the one in office to break you right now. But it's all ancestral too because y'all was really over here doing too much. Here, oh, I'm here to get my resources. And the only people you were trying to harm were us. You got your wake up call. Still an immigrant wake up call. Still could be deported wake up call. Still could be denaturalized wake up call. And I'm here to see it. It's about time.
Yeah, BX, that's why they don't have any bargaining chips, and it's very frustrating for them. Unlike other people in other interactions around the world, they could say, well, if you don't do this for me, we're going to stop doing this for you. We're going to stop doing this thing we've been doing. But these people have never done anything for Black Americans. Asians haven't done anything for Black Americans. They have no bargaining chips. They don't even bother to lift their lips to ask us for help. Latinos have fantasized that we're in some Black brown coalition, but that it was very one-sided. And Caribbeans have never done anything for Black Americans, just joined in with what we were doing and tried to put their face on it and try to hijack it. So these people have never been of assistance. Africans, no. Who's come over here and aligned with us? I mean, nobody.
Right.
Yeah, Prime on the panel. Prime, where you from? What's your ethnicity, sir? Prime, can you hear me?
Oh, I can hear you, bro. What's up?
Okay. Where you from? What's your ethnicity?
Oh, yeah, I'm black. Um, I'm from Florida.
All right, what's your thoughts on the Prime?
Well, I see here where it say you're next, but we can't be next because this is our native land. So, and I've been hearing a lot of people saying that, a lot of Cuban people saying that ICE were gonna get us next. So We can't. They can't bother us because this is where we're from. This is our place. So
Have you heard that in person?
yes, yes. I heard when I was on
Hmm.
what was that YouTube, and those people from Miami, those Spanish people in Miami were saying that we was next. ICE was gonna get us next.
Mm-hmm. That
Yeah, they
just
were saying
shows
that.
how ignorant these people are. These people, like, what's wrong with these people? They don't think a native black population is here, or they.
Oh, they don't believe that. They think that every black person in America is from Africa. That's what they believe. They don't believe that
Oh,
this is our native land. They don't believe that.
okay, but
So,
that's like saying every Native American is from Siberia and they're going to go where?
right? And I heard you guys were talking about the Jamaicans. When I was younger, um, I agree with what you guys are saying because when I was younger, they used to always tell me if a war go down in America, they have somewhere to go, but all the black Americans don't have nowhere to go. They used to always tell me that.
Who said that? I forget. Oh,
The
the
Jamaicans,
Jamaicans.
yeah, they
Hello?
used to tell me that all the time. They
Yeah,
say,
hold
"You
on,
guys,"
man. It's not your turn, Vontae.
they used to call me a Yankee. You guys don't
Uh-huh.
have nowhere to go, but
Right.
we got somewhere to go. But you guys, if a war break out, you guys are stuck. You don't have nowhere to go, Yankee boy.
So they're bragging about being draft dodgers, in other words.
They don't like their own island
Because
where
the
they at.
European descendant ran up to Canada, so what did we could run up to Canada? Anybody who wants to escape from war could run away. I mean,
Yeah,
if you are a Jamaican American, you can't run away to Jamaica when the draft card comes for you.
that's true.
So I don't know what they're talking about. And these people are very illiterate.
I don't understand why they have such a hate for us, and we never done anything to them,
They're jealous, and we didn't
but tried to
understand
help them.
that.
Yeah,
Right? That's what happens when you try to help people up close. I think that's why people are more geared to helping people overseas. When you want to give charity, you say, hey, that person way over there, I'll help
right,
them because you know they're not going to come back and bite you because you don't even know
right.
what happened to the money. But when you help someone, like even in your family, um, that sometimes can have a bad effect.
Yeah, these people don't seem to amaze me.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's crazy talk. All right. Vontae, is that how you pronounce it, man? How do you pronounce that? Is it Vontae? You down the bottom with the red shirt? Let me send you a mic. All right, I sent you a mic. All right, there you go.
Yeah,
How you pronounce your name?
Vontae.
Okay. Where you from? What's your ethnicity?
Yeah, I'm from New Jersey, and I'm a Black American.
Okay. What's your thoughts on the prompt?
Yeah, I mean, they want us to be next because they they didn't help us out when there was a lot of stuff going on for us. They were just I just think they just want us to be next. I don't know why. I just think it is jealousy, like you guys were saying. What I mean, it's a lot of hate. They know that we're the richest Black people on the face. They want to be a part of that, but they're like, damn, well, fuck these niggas. What about putting our own people on top, basically?
Okay. All right. Cheryl, how you doing, Cheryl?
All right, how y'all doing?
Good.
I wanted to talk to that Jamaican while he was up here, and his ass left the damn building, ran as usual. Cause I was gonna tell his black ass I might buy me a ticket to Jamaica and go on them beaches and lay up where he is not allowed.
Right.
Why? Why he bullshitting? I might go to Jamaica just for that, just to lay up on the beaches, take some pictures and put it on social medias and show it to all the Jamaicans and say, let me see y'all go back home and be able to do this shit.
About sovereignty. How the hell you talking about you sovereign? You can't even go on your own damn beaches.
There you go. How you doing, Wani?
Hey, Cheryl.
Oh, let me go pick up my grandbaby. Oh, I got a violation warning. God damn.
Oh.
I don't know what she said. I didn't hear her say nothing
They
out the
probably
It's
way.
it's exactly what
he
she just
probably
said. Hey,
reported.
everybody. I wasn't trying to come up, but since I'm up here, hey, Woni. Um, hey, I'm privileged. Look, I'm sitting next to Woni. That's never happened before. Oh, that means I'm on professor status level two, or what does this mean? I'm not sure. Have I upgraded or? Oh, okay. So what I was gonna say though, is it's exactly what she just said. They don't like it when people are calling them out on their bull crap and making them realize, yeah, you don't have it like that, like you claim that you do. That's all it is. And I got a warning earlier too. So yeah, I wasn't trying to come up though. You all can drop me. That was a
Okay.
privilege though. Won't he even snort? Oh, how do you call that? She snorted at me like, yeah, she did. Go ahead and drop me.
Okay.
I'm in the
All
background
right.
listening.
Talk to you later.
Hmm.
Okay. Cheryl, I think he's back. Oh, did Cheryl drop too? Oh, the Jamaican came back.
Yeah, the
And did
sovereign
you
came
go?
back. The sovereign
All
came
right.
back.
How can we help you?
Yeah, the sovereign. You know, you like to hear about the sovereign over the citizen.
Nobody. Truthfully, nobody gives a.
Yeah, cause you got a ID that says you're a citizen.
No, I think that you got to try to
You
make yourself feel
sovereign
good by saying that, but
beachless.
we don't give a fuck
How?
about you
No, when
at
you're
You
all.
paying tax
sovereign
at the
but you
end of the
beachless. You
when
sovereign
you
but you beachless. How the hell you
beachless,
sovereign and you don't have a beach. You can't see your beach. How you
it's
sovereign?
only fish. It's only fishes like the beach. We don't like the beach. We're not fishes.
Go ahead and
Okay.
tell yourself that. Okay.
you
Yeah,
you
He had to
you
but
tell y'all that.
yeah, but you have an advocacy group to get access to the beaches while you're saying all these lies on the stage.
Well, that was a great point.
You know what's funny? You know what's so funny? You know, my personal picture show my profile picture shows me laying on a hammock at the beach. That's something you can't do.
don't let the fish them like to go on the beach, as I said. Are you a fish?
Not on the beach, they're in the
I do
ocean.
catch me some. I definitely catch me some, but you wouldn't know what that is. Hey,
Fire. We
everything is
don't eat
What
no
the
swim
yeah,
around.
fuck?
you haven't had no ackee and saltfish. Oh man, that's sad. You can't even eat that no more.
Hey, bro, I don't understand why y'all don't see the power in unity, bro. Like, what's up with that?
No, the thing is,
He
you
said
want to
what?
unite
Power and
with the
unity.
alphabet people
Hold
and
on.
think
Wait a
it's
minute.
gonna.
No, we
Hold
don't.
on. Prime, who are you talking about uniting with?
No, like, give you a good example of what I'm trying to say, man. Instead of coming at us, I don't understand they beef they have with us, bro. Like, there's other people that don't like us, and then we got the black Caribbeans coming at us. I just
You
don't
mean the
get that.
Caribbeans? They not black. They just Caribbean.
Well, they look like us.
Yeah, they melanated, but they don't
Yeah,
look like us.
they don't look like us.
But my question is, why fight against us? You know what I'm saying? Like, I never understood that though.
I mean, they scared of the YT, so I guess they bring the fight to us. Hey, what's up, Fly?
I don't understand. Hey, good. Hey, family, how y'all doing? I don't
All right.
understand what the problem is neither. Didn't y'all just call WA Black Americans with Africans? Didn't you all just? disrespect us royally during your time of need for your hurricane. Um, when have anybody ever stood and did anything with Black Americans? When?
Never, never,
Never.
never.
Not one
That's a
time.
lie. That's a
What
big
what
lie.
what did you do? What did you do?
I'm
Okay,
waiting.
when
I'm
in
waiting.
time, all right. So when you were trying to free yourself from the British,
Hey,
who
we
helped
not
you?
talking about
You didn't
then,
Oh
free
sir.
no,
us.
we're not
This
talking about that.
You didn't
2026.
free
What
us.
we done
This
recently? We
2026. This 2026. I'm not talking about all that. I'm talking about now. Y'all ain't did nothing then, so you had a good chance to try now to be coming at us instead of trying to act like you all were better than us.
no one
Okay,
said
with
that.
the
Right.
That's a lie.
Africans. Hey, wait a minute.
No, but
I
that's how
need to
y'all act,
know.
bro. That's how y'all
I
act.
need to know today, what for this 2026. So I'm gonna give y'all 2000. What have you all did with Black Americans in 2000 up until now? What have you all ever
Uh,
did with us?
all right. Can I get 27 seconds to say what we've done?
And one thing before you start, you didn't free us from slavery, so don't ever say that out of your lying
That's
mouth.
right. That's right.
Okay,
Right.
the
Seconds.
Buffalo
You only
Soldiers.
get 3
Okay,
seconds.
all right. So let's just talk what we've
You're
done
not the
recently.
Buffalo Soldiers,
Bro,
imbecile.
y'all never freed us from
The
slavery, man.
Seminoles are all us
You're
as
not.
well.
No, no, you're not. Shut up.
So what did y'all have done with us? Hurry up, I'm on the clock. I gotta go back to
Yes,
work.
they
So
keep muting me. So as I said, I request 27
you still
seconds, please.
talking instead of saying
All
it.
right. So what we've done recently as the Jamaican sovereign people, right? We've helped our brothers that are citizens in the United States to stop being a 14th Amendment property of their state.
That's
And we have correct a lot of them status, over 9,000 so far since 2026.
so. Let
So
me
we are decolonizing our state, and we're freeing our brothers and sisters
land
through
there,
the
land there,
Maroon, the
land there,
Seminole, the
Indigo.
Buffalo.
How
So,
you
so,
freeing
so,
them
hold
when
on,
y'all
hold
ain't
on.
even free?
Let me tell y'all something.
Tell them
Already
again,
had him
sister.
blocked, right? So he's a troll. This is what he's going to do. I already had him blocked on my regular page. Um, he's a
You
troll,
must be
y'all. So he's
racist. If
going
you
to talk
block me,
about
you're
that.
racist.
We
You know
don't
what?
care. We can
I
be
could be
whatever we want.
everything, but when you list what I am, make sure you say, or what you, I don't know, guys. Just make sure you say I can't be deported along with a lot of your sentences. Okay, just make sure you emphasize that. Oh, yeah, he's a troll. I'm sorry, I
I
was
mean,
listening long
this
enough.
is so crazy that they keep bothering us after all they have done to us over the years and think we owe them anything. I mean, this is getting out of hand. Y'all, we
Well,
just
they've
gotta
always
cut
felt
these
that
people
way.
off.
We
We
just
gotta
didn't
cut
know
it
it.
off.
Oh, so
We
Wani,
too
he brought
nice.
up
We too
one more
nice,
minute. Let me
sis.
tell Wani one thing. He brought up the Buffalo Soldiers, and I believe
Hmm.
it's because of that song Bob Marley did. Buffalo Soldiers,
Hmm. Yeah,
Bob Marley.
dread like
yeah.
Rasta. Yeah.
We also did a song, Quincy Jones. So, I mean, singing songs about people does not mean you're their ethnicity, but okay if they need to do it.
That's, because that's the only reason why I think they would even begin to believe that.
Hmm.
You know?
People singing about our greatness does not make them you guys. Try again,
Mm.
though.
America, Black America does not stand with thighs. Do you guys understand English?
Shut up and don't come off your mic.
Shut up, you little wannabe jigaboo. You
All right, cool.
Zest.
All right,
The zest was, I
I
needed to
got
put
that
that on some
Skittles.
food.
There's a taste the
I
The
start
rainbow
with
up in this
natural
you.
motherfucker.
zest.
It's
All
very
right.
zesty.
The natural inhabitants, the natural
Stone Art,
inhabitants
hold
of
on, wait a
America.
minute. Stone Art, where you from? What's your ethnicity?
Oh, now you don't want to talk. Okay.
Stone Art, where you from? What's your
New
ethnicity?
Orleans, New Orleans, Louisiana. You had me on mute. Okay, that's
Okay,
why
what's your
you have
ethnicity?
a sort of response. I'm
What's your
black. I'm from New
ethnicity?
Orleans. I'm from New Orleans.
Okay, so
Give me the ninth
what?
ward.
You could be a
I'm from New
melanated
Orleans, bro.
immigrant in New Orleans. Okay.
Bro, fuck this live, man. Y'all stupid, bro.
Jesus Christ, what's
That's
wrong
why
with
you have a
Got a
people?
question
wetback
for
mayor, you
Deb.
dumbass.
Deb, you didn't let me do it. You didn't let me do it, Debbie. I wanted to ask Miss
Get it
Deb.
out.
he ran on his own. I
Go.
didn't kick him.
That's why they got a
Yeah.
wetback mayor. Get your shit together, dumbass.
Let me see. Amar,
What's up?
what's up? Where you from? What's your ethnicity?
I'm from Los Angeles. I'm Black American.
All right, what's your
Uh,
thoughts on it?
uh, mm, I don't know. I think they're just like losing their voter block. Like the reason why Democrats imported a lot of people into the country is to gain census population in their blue states, which is why they have sanctuary cities. For example, I grew up in Los Angeles, and yeah, they pretty much imported a huge voter base. So that's why they're mad at Black Americans for not supporting anti-ICE protests because they feel like our melanin count makes us an allegiance, which is kind of like racist. Because just because someone is of like dark doesn't mean we're all for the same things. Um, why did they believe we could be deported? Because they don't understand how the law works. I really think it's just ignorance. And Americans with at least two brain cells understand why ICE is important and why other countries have their own form of ICE. But the whole stolen land argument is dumb because every piece of parcel on planet Earth was occupied by a previous people and or was conquered. So I think that's I don't want to say retarded, low IQ. Yeah, I just don't. I don't. It's really not that hard. Like if I say I'm for enforcing immigration policies, and it makes me like like racist or anti-Mexican, is dumb because I grew up with Mexicans, legal Mexicans, who actually want a strong border. So I think that Black Americans, you don't need to get, don't let these people like rage bait you or make you feel guilty or less than for standing up for your country that our ancestors built. So. I don't know. I just think it's low IQ and people just want to argue if you're against ICE. It makes no sense, honestly, in my opinion.
Yep, stay strong.
Yeah.
I agree. Okay, 420. So, I mean,
See me again.
420.
You know, you dropped me. You guys are scared of gay. Let me say something real quick.
Hold
You
up.
guys are
Ooh,
scared of
Hold
gay
on.
oh no,
Look,
no,
hold
because
no.
on.
y'all
Look, hold on. Calm your ass down. If you want to speak,
explain.
well, no, wait a minute. If you want to speak, you have to have some self control. I'm going to ask you where you from and your ethnicity, and you answer that, and then you can speak. If you can't do
I
that,
am
you're just going to get dropped. It's
from
really that
California.
simple. All right,
Actually,
go
where I'm
ahead.
from, right? And
All
you're
right,
muting
go
me,
ahead.
right?
I'm asked. All
I'm from
right, go ahead and speak.
California. I'm
And
35.
your
I'm voting for
ethnic.
Kamala.
What's
Los
your
Angeles, to be
ethnicity?
exact. As a matter of
What's
fact,
your
Inglewood. Let
ethnicity?
me say
What?
this.
What's your ethnicity?
Black as a black can be.
Do you have an immigrant background?
Nope. So my
All
thing is
right.
that no. Since you're so smart, host,
No, no, no.
where
Are
we
you
Jesus fucking Christ.
LGBT? Are you LGBTQ? Because they put their genitals above uh, common sense and the protection of the
It's true.
United States of America. So I think that's your problem. Kamala is a mega, mega low IQ broad, and she's not black as black can be as you describe. She's not black at all.
Thank
And
you.
I,
Thank
I
you.
kind of want to get in here too, because 420, I so happen to prefer men, but I don't put my sexuality into my politics. Like it doesn't.
you support a
And
man that don't even like your black ass, gay ass at
well, the
that.
thing is,
You voted
I
for
had,
a party that don't like you.
well,
FBA don't even
well,
like you.
Hey, so
okay.
Making black
so
Well,
Africans, dum
you
dum.
feel
well,
he
Right,
here's the
wants
right,
thing.
1619.
because
Here's
so
the
he
thing.
an
I'm
anti-black pussy
confused.
warrior.
Here's the thing,
That's
420. I
crazy.
use I use my brain cells and not the genitals or the men that I shack to make my decisions. Nor am I in part of the LGBTQ whatever the fuck going on over there.
Thank
Are
Like
you gay?
you.
Thank
You are
you.
like it's that your
Sugarfoot, we
what
sexuality.
is
ain't
L-
said
Like
nothing about y'all.
Shut up,
We have family members like that.
Thank
So guess
you.
what?
that bitch.
Mind
Right.
your damn business, you
Yeah,
clown.
Come
long
You's a
time.
clown.
Let's
And
make
you
a
Seattle,
should
def.
not be representing these
Seattle,
people.
Oh my God, you
Yeah.
guys
Seattle.
are.
You are a clown. You should
Seattle.
not represent
No
these
self
people.
control at
Put
all.
some bass in your
Come to Seattle.
voice because you
Come to Seattle.
ignorant. You is so stupid.
See my
I've never met an
see
ignorant
Seattle.
person deal
Come
with
to
the
Go
like
chase
that.
the
Seattle.
You
Oh
rainbow.
is
my
Come
ignorant.
God.
Seattle.
Oh my
Those
God.
people have
Y'all are Seattle.
very good education.
Y'all are
They successful. They
Seattle.
want things in life.
Jigaboo.
It's people like
I
you
want to be
just
have a
got dicks all in your mouth, your
ass,
nose, your ear,
dumb ass,
everything. You's a
420,
clown.
420.
bitch.
You's a clown.
Kids are
Listen to
Those
how he
people are
listen to how he
very
listen to how he trying
educated.
to
They very
articulate.
yo,
successful.
your
Everything.
kids are
You should be ashamed of yourself.
host, yo,
Hey
You
sis,
might as well
Oh, thank
switch it
you.
all
Thank
up.
you.
You
hey sis,
Thank
fool.
you.
don't waste your
Let's
energy.
talk
Don't
about
waste
this
your
for.
energy on
Can
that
I get
clown.
in on
Hold
that?
on.
Can I get
Let's.
on in on too?
May I say something in a second?
Yeah,
Thank
go ahead.
you for making a distinction. We don't care what people do in their bedroom, but when you place your genitals above common sense and you want the border wide open because the Democrats are treating you good and they're your best friends or whatever your perceptions are, in the long run, you're going to want the country to be safe to survive no matter what your identity is. And I don't like to position us against these groups, but the LGBT is a huge problem. It has been since the 60s. They've been latching their wagon onto us and diverting attention away from our issues with racism to issues with gender identity. And I think the issue with racism is far more important than anything with your gender because we don't have to know about your gender. But when we walk outside the doors, people do know what your race is. And so we don't have to know everything.
Yeah. And the thing is, like, with the whole, when it came to like Obama, like, allowing gay marriage, like, that should have been it. Like, that, all this extra pronouns
Don't
and,
say the
I'm
G
a
word though,
woman.
buddy.
Like,
Don't
I
say the G
don't,
word.
oh, sorry. Anyway, it's like people like him that was just up here, they literally have this full on personality that was created by the mainstream media to tell them that, oh, you should think like this because you're gay or whatever. And I think it's just really that kind of mentality is dying. I
You
think the
can't say
LGBT.
that G word.
Oh, sorry. Wait, I can't say the
Say
G A Y.
rainbow.
Yeah,
Say rainbow or something.
What?
yeah, you gotta have training wheels when you talk.
Oh
Basically,
my
can't say
God, that's
anything.
ridiculous.
He's a wretched sugarfoot. That's what he is. That's what you
I'll
call
use
them
that.
kind. My
He's a sugar.
principal, I love my principal. He's wonderful. These are some of the most successful people you will ever meet in your life. They are kind. They don't display themselves like that. They don't care about all this nonsense. They ain't over the top. You can tell the wretched ones from the real ones. And this just was a sick one. And it's ridiculous that he's out here portraying people like this.
It
We
is.
don't care about what's going on in your bedroom. It's who you are as a person. That's how I look at people. But that Sugarfoot, keep it moving.
Yeah, and the
Let
thing
me
is,
go
these
back to
these
work.
these
You as a
sugarfoots,
masculine
they
man.
really hate women too. They want to be women
Yeah,
so much that they hate them, and they put on these caricatures
yeah.
of black women,
Okay.
and it's really sad.
But the thing
I
is,
want to
bro,
get in
they
real
Yeah.
could
quick. Can
never
you hear me?
they could
Mic check,
never
mic
be a
check, mic
woman.
check.
That's
Hold on,
that
hold
that
on.
hurts them.
I wanted to
Um,
say this too. As a masculine man, because they always try to make black men, straight men, the antagonists of that culture. And I'm just gonna say this: we had a place because that's nothing but propaganda. James Baldwin was an outstanding example of a person who put their pride in their lineage and their people versus his sexuality. So yeah, just like these sisters have said, we don't care about what you do in your bed. We ain't gotta lay in that bitch. It's not us. So we protect. We actually support our brothers and sisters that do whatever they do. But you gotta identify the home first. You gotta protect the community because y'all, regardless how we may have some backward ass people who might think bigoted, you still a part of the community. So. It's just shout outs to the brother that stood up because the other dude was just an anti-black pussy warrior. Because you can hear the rhetoric that came in. He was like, I don't even like black people, like, but yet you're supposed to be a progressive and you're supposed to be for the rights of everybody else, but you want to let all these quote unquote brown people pets of Caucasians to have all these rights, but you don't believe black people do because you truly do hate black people. I don't think I was supposed to say that, but yeah. But anyway, that's what it is.
When he said he voted for Kamala, I mean, that's all you got to hear. Like, I think people should vote for whoever they want to vote for. But I literally tried to get, GAY people to see that you don't need to vote for someone just because they say they like you. They don't really care about you. At the end of the day, they know you're not going to reproduce. They don't want you to reproduce. Like, it's kind of like a weird line that I'm walking because it's like I lean right, but most GAYs lean like left, heavily left for like no reason, just because they feel like the Republicans hate them or something.
Man, Lamar, you got a violation. So you can come back up in 10 minutes. Ran with it. Where you from? What's your ethnicity?
I'm 64 years old. I'm Black American, and I live in Oakland, California.
All right, what's your thoughts on the prompt?
I just wanted to say I 100% support ICE. Um, they have a job to do, and that's getting criminals. Many of them have crimes against children. I want
Say
these
smack.
people out of my or sex crimes, whatever, out of my country. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. I support all the legal immigrants, the ones that did it the right way, the ones where,
They got to go to.
well, we need legal immigrants, man, because our birth rate
No,
is
we
so
don't.
low.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Who's we? Americans or Black Americans? We Black Americans can't have our birth rate added to by foreigners.
Our birth rate is
What
below
birth rate? What
1.5.
birth rate? What birth rate?
The American birth rate. You have to,
Okay.
each woman
Calm
has to,
your ass down. Calm the fuck
Damn.
down.
You sound like you're about to grape everybody on the stage and increase it. What the hell is wrong with you?
Why you gotta raise your voice at a
Holy
woman like
shit.
that?
Yeah.
What you got a problem
Now,
with
if
women?
I start screaming, everybody's going to start crying.
Some men don't like women.
All right,
Mm.
ran with it. Listen, we can have a conversation and we can disagree, but you don't have to raise your voice, man. All right. So let's try this again, man. Calm down. And if you can't do that, then we can end the conversation with you. So go ahead, come off your mic. Let me send you a mic. All right. Accept the mic and you can speak.
well, I
Calm down. Let's take
apologize
another
to the
approach.
pen.
Okay. All right. That's cool. All right. Go ahead. You can continue.
Yeah, like I said, I 100% support ICE. And like I said, we do need immigration, legal immigration. The reason being because, our birth rate is so low. You have to replace those people. You need 2.5 children per woman to replace your population. We're well below that. So if women are not having kids, our numbers are going to continue to drop, and the white population too. That, like, last year, more white people died than were being born, so they're dying out. So, like, these businesses, they need immigrants. We need immigrants, but legal.
We
I
didn't
No,
need
we
support
them
don't.
in
legal
the
immigrants.
50s. We didn't need them in the 50s, so we don't need them now.
Well, in the 50s, our birth rate was well
Well,
above
then
replacement.
we'll just have to change our ways then. We don't need all these foreigners. That's going to destroy the culture of America.
Okay, well,
We
well,
can't
why,
import
why are,
we
why?
can't import people in that don't even share the same backgrounds and expect this to be America. They're ruining the culture. Don't you get that?
I just want to know, why are black women the number one race in ABs? Why are you killing our young children?
Most likely because they don't have any money. You know, there's a lot of, we could talk about this for a minute as well. They were saying that educated people don't have children. They've been putting out a lot of articles, and this is not black people, saying that an educated person doesn't have that many children. So this has been permeated into our culture through academia, and it has created a situation where if a woman, any woman, has 5 or 6 kids, people start looking over like, what are you doing over there? What are you, a baby factory? Like, they've been doing this to us. They've been permeating the atmosphere with this type of rhetoric that people having lots of children are losers, that they're putting themselves in a bad position, that they're not developing themselves and having their own careers and their own dreams, and they're just wasting their lives away pumping out babies. Don't you know? You think people are just randomly sitting up there saying, "Hey, I don't want to have any children." No, that's what's going on in America. That's what, damn, it sounds like people are doing sawing. That's the information being put out to the American public. You understand? As soon as people started going to school, they were told, "Hey, you as a woman, you should have all these goals to be the CEO, and you can't do everything. How am I going to be a big ball and CEO and a big time doctor and lawyer and have 10 children? How am I going to do that? Who does that? That's impossible."
Plus, look how long they've been shaming our woman. And some of you men, you've been shaming us. You have to be accountable for what you did. You can't be the red pill group and bash black women and act like dark skinned women are not attractive, which has been going on for a very, very, very long time. I'm old enough to remember how they treated us. Hype up the Latino woman, light skinned woman, anybody but us. Wait until you get money, and not all of us, but you know what some of you all have done. And so when they all the what is it, how do they call it, the baby mama thing with what's that guy's name from that one show? I can't think of the name of the show. All that was going on. So now we are at this point, whatever number you claim that we're at. Oh well, how come, you need to look in the mirror.
Are we
You
going
need
to
to look in your mirror.
pretend? Are we going to pretend that men do not demand that people get ABs? Are you going to pretend like there's not a bazillion crime shows out there where women said, "Nope, I'm not getting one," and they ended up under the river, under the ocean, under the lake and pond? Or are
Yeah,
we going to
I've
pretend
heard
that?
of that.
That happens all the time. And you know who's asking for people to get those ABs? The European descendants. The European descended man is telling their little side chicks and their girlfriends and even their wives, telling their wives, "I don't want any more children," or "I don't want children at all." Okay, and getting mad at them, calling them fat, calling them fat. Don't forget that. Entire sitcoms for decades of men calling their pregnant wives fat. See Al Bundy for details.
Married with
You're
children.
getting
Yep.
all of those. They sat around, they mocked people because they were pregnant, called them fat. And now that those people said, "You know what? I got tired of being dumped for being fat, for having children." And then people like Betty Broderick, who was a big fat lady that had 2 children and sat home and supported her family. What happened to her? She got kicked to the curb. The man turned the children against her. They were all calling her fat and crazy. He took up with a younger woman that wasn't fat, that never had any children, and Betty Broderick had to make him eat bullets one day. You see, this is why people have the attitudes that they have. That people are not just sitting there coming up with this stuff. This is after lots and lots of decades of this energy going out. Even that, remember that show where there was a family with 21 children? Those people got attacked. Even I felt hostile toward them. Why did I feel hostile? It's their business. If she wants to make 21 children out of her womb, that's her business. It's not my business. But some part of me felt hostile toward her. Why? Do you know how quickly people can multiply? Remember this, 102 people came over on the Mayflower. Those descendants are 35 million people today. So yeah, those numbers matter. If people stop having children and they go down to one child or none, that's important for the population. But we don't need a foreign population. We just need to do something to increase the population of Americans, whatever that is. Make some tax breaks. Make it easy to have children. It can be done. Make it easier for people to have children. We don't need to import foreigners.
Yeah, I totally agree with
Right
that.
on.
And
And we
stop
Right.
should do
looking
like a
down.
Black
Go ahead.
American. I was gonna say we should do a Black American.
Thank you very much. I appreciate
What's
that.
that?
Thank you.
What do you call those when you bring people together? Matchmaking. That's what we should do. Black
Right.
American matchmaking.
And start appreciating people that have families and not looking down at them and telling acting, how some people act towards men that it's not even cool to walk around with your children. Some cultures the thing is the more children the better. It's you to be proud of it. But it's all Woney basically took all the things I couldn't even think to say and said those plus. Hey BX, I know you're up there. And so, you know, Hi, picture. the all of the bashing our woman, and then if they can't get the weight off, instead of going and work out with her, you're going to go praise somebody else. All that's going on. It's been going on for decades. I didn't see anybody, I didn't see some of these people speaking up that want to know what's going on now. What do you think is going on? This is the end result of all that behavior. People just get tired. And why don't I just go get a job, go get myself a sports car, go live the world? I don't have to have a family and kids. That's what you see going on now. But guess what? We're still having children. Everywhere I look, we got children. I'll end.
And if I had 5 children with a husband, what would they do? They would call them babies' children, babies' kids. They mock people with lots of kids. We just have to admit it, and it's not a race thing. It's all across the board. If anybody has a lot of children, other people get hostile toward them and mock them.
Especially us, and I'm going to drop, especially our people, because they act like, oh, it's going to be more than, pretty soon it'll be more of them than it is us, and they're going to take the benefits and our Social Security and our this and our that. That's been going on for a
Oh
very
yeah,
long
oh
time.
yeah. They've been the European descendant has been very nervous about our women when we had a lot of children. But at the same time, they put out all this anti-children academia that said you shouldn't have children. So like they seem to have two opposing viewpoints on which way they want to go with themselves.
Somebody has in the chat, so baby mamas is a positive. You know what? I don't want to call nobody a clown, but at the end of the day, when somebody has children and they don't live their children, that's not a baby mama. That's a parent doing their responsibility. And if it just happens to be a woman, yes, absolutely a positive. I'm going to land. Thank you all for allowing me up. God bless you all.
I just want to point out the term baby mama came from Jamaicans. It was first mentioned in the Jamaican Gleaner, and it was a Creole term or whatever their type of jargon they speak, baby mother, and it was shortened to baby mama. So that's their term.
It was baby mother.
Yeah.
Okay, let me see. All right. Hey,
That's
how
me,
you
mother.
doing?
Hey, that was me. That was me with the comment with the baby mamas. You know how
Yeah, I
they always
saw it.
try to call us baby mamas. So I'm like, next time they say that, I'm gonna be like, yep, we having babies. That's a positive. Then the
We love
next
the
thing
Black
you
American
know,
family.
they gonna want to be calling themselves baby mamas. What?
Well, there's a window in time when you are stigmatized as a baby mama. But then when it all comes out of the wash, you just produced some Black American children.
Exactly. Some kin.
The end result is you have produced Black American children.
Listen,
Exactly.
The Europeans are the
Exactly.
original baby mothers.
Exactly. We're the
They're the original
product of all
because
these baby mamas
yeah,
and
because they
fathers.
because of what they did to our people and had babies from our women and left them and didn't want to take care of them. They're the original ones.
Deadbeat dads to the degree all over the Western Hemisphere.
Yeah, so they should be the last person to talk, the last people to talk.
Ooh, that's a deep rabbit hole there.
That's it. Everybody over here has got a European ancestor.
Right,
Deadbeat dad.
right,
And they were not putting their names on the birth certificates. Thank you very much.
right, right. But they want to
Nor the
talk about
census.
our men, but
Nor the census.
they're the original ones.
That's
They
right.
have black children, but they won't be on their census.
That's right.
Only the white children. The black children be with the Negro family.
That's right.
Deadbeat dads.
Right. I think they might have outdone Genghis Khan, if I'm not mistaken. I think they outdid Genghis Khan.
Nick Cannon kind of up there.
Oh, that's funny.
Yep, I'm a bounce. But I just want to come up. I don't want nobody thinking I'm a op. I don't get up. I go on the other panels. I be like trolling. I like bothering them. So I just be supporting the family. You know,
Thank you.
I like seeing y'all chop them up. I'm like, no need to go up there. They got this. Yeah.
What's up, everybody? Let me slide in. It's Dr. No. Dr. No. I was listening to the conversation, about women having abortions. Yeah, I had to think about it. I don't know a lot of women that personally that had had abortions. Most of the women I know had their children 5, 6, 8. I know a girl with 10 children. So I mean, I just think there's a lot of talk about black folks not having their babies. We still having babies. Now, your title, I was looking at your title and said, why did so many melanated immigrants hope that black Americans would be next? When I read that, it reminded me when I was a kid and we were catching whippings and the rest of the team stood there laughing at you and why you sit there mad? You gonna be next, watch. I'm gonna laugh too, watch. And that's pretty much what that is. They're hoping and praying that we will be next so they can thumb their nose and say, I told you was gonna be next. But we're not gonna be next. We already went through that about the birthright citizenship, about the naturalized, all that type of stuff, about who can actually be deported. We cannot be. I mean, what are you going? If I'm going to be deported, maybe I'll be deported to Louisiana. That's where my grandparents came from, Louisiana, both sides, or maybe Florida, with Mississippi, Arkansas. I think we got a little Tennessee too. So I mean, that's where I'll probably get deported to. Won't be no Africa, you know. And I just, it's real funny to me because I distinctively remember when Africans would say that you are not African. They would they would call us Yankees, all different kind of names, but they would stand on the fact that you are not African. Fast forward to the day, oh yeah, you African, yeah, you from East Africa. Well, prove it. Where's your proof that my folks are from? I don't look like no African in no shape, form, or fashion. I'm not built like an African, no shape, form. I don't think like an African. I don't eat the same type of food. I don't eat monkeys, okay? I don't eat grub worms. I would never think of eating a mosquito burger. I don't eat things like that. So I am not African. And I'm gonna tell you just one thing about those. I really feel sorry for those people because they're so backwards in their thinking. They cannot come together as a nation of Africans. Now, I saw some video where those Moroccans and Arabs were still enslaving those Africans. I saw the fear in their eyes behind those bars, mouth bleeding where you get knocked upside the head. I feel sorry for you guys, really. But it's your problem because you refuse to come together as a nation of Africans. You know, I'm Igbo, I'm this, I'm that. Y'all all Africans. Instead of y'all working together, these colonizers pick y'all off one by one. There's nothing I can do to help you. Because I know that if I help you,
you're going to go against me. You've already proven that with the rhetoric I've been hearing lately, especially on TikTok. These Africans be going off on Black Americans. So, hey, man, the human side of me sympathize with you. But the man side of me say, hey, man, you on your own, buddy. I got to take care of myself. And you have to take care of yourself. You know what I'm saying? So I wish you well. And maybe talk. Why come y'all worry about Makoko? They tearing down his Nigerian floating slum. All this money Africans claim that they have. Why come you don't help your people back in Africa? You know, it's a shame the way y'all stunt. Because I know for a fact the Africans over here in America, when they go back home, they stunt on other Africans like they living so good. That's a shame. So I sympathize with Africans on one hand. I sympathize with the Africans
That's a
in
fact,
Africa.
Dr. No. I just wanted to say this real quick. Yeah, you're right about the whole deport, but I need to get more specific. They will deport you to your mother's land. So wherever your mother's from, you will end up being deported to her county. So you need to pick decide which mother you want to go on. Mother's
Gotta
side.
go to Philadelphia?
Yep, you got to go to your motherland. That's your mother's land.
Oh my
I'm telling you,
goodness.
both my grandparents come from Louisiana in 26. No, not
So you need
26,
to figure out which
24.
county are they. What
They
county
don't
they
matter.
are.
Guess what? They always close. They always stay near Shreveport, Keachai, Mansfield, Longstreet. They always close. Bunkie.
Yeah, then you
So
cool. You just need to pick one though. You gotta pick one. Like I got to go all the way to Boyce. So it is what it is.
Well, I don't really want to
the
go there,
saying goes,
but I guess
this too shall pass.
I don't really want to go there, but I guess if I get deported, I gotta go to Virginia.
No,
Yeah, gotta go to Virginia.
nothing happening in Virginia right now.
I know.
Maybe that's a good reason to go.
Doctor No,
Yeah, but
Doctor No, I'm sorry. Go ahead, sis.
I was just peeping on one of these sites one day. Yesterday, it was yesterday actually, and they were Africans, and I sat down just listening, and they were going at each other's necks. I thought they were going to kill each other. KILL over the phone. I mean, they were just going at it. And I was saying to myself, what in the world? And they cannot get along. And you see how we can just sit up here and talk without them and not argue? No wonder they have to come over to our spaces because they have to take some of that frustration out on somebody. They do not get along. Dr. No, you're right. I mean, can you imagine how it is over there in the continent of Africa? They can't get along with their next door neighbor. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Hey, folks, I got a confession to make too. I'm actually an anchor baby, and I was born in California, but my mother came from Louisiana. She didn't leave Louisiana until she was 16. She came to California, so I'm an anchor baby.
Wow.
Oh my God. Does that mean you're not FBA? Oh my Jay. I don't know what
I
to
don't
say.
know because
Ooh,
that's the thing too. Because it depends on how far they go. Because if they try to retroact everything, my mother's they came from South Carolina, but I don't know. Ultimately, I'm gonna just be like how they always say I was born here. I was born here, so maybe that might work.
Yeah.
hmm.
Maybe ice won't catch you.
Yeah, I was saying to Doctor, no, I didn't know you was from Louisiana too either, Jay. My people from Louisiana as well. I was looking back a few generations, it was Louisiana, and then it bounced to Mississippi with my great great greats, and then it went to Virginia. I was like, dang, I'm from Mississippi too, and Virginia. But it's like four or five generations Louisiana. Uh-huh. It was from South Carolina too, on my granddaddy's side. Hmm. I was surprised because I thought we was in Louisiana the whole time. I thought so too, but as they were abolishing slavery, people would go from different states that were still practicing it. And so, like Louisiana, Texas, and stuff was one of like the last states that should be abolished. So you find a lot of people settled in those areas: Mississippi, Louisiana, Arkansas, Texas, etc. But yeah, like I found out like just on my mother's side, like my grandfather came from South Carolina he, he, he was born a slave, but he escaped to North Carolina and joined the colored troops. And when he joined the Union, he came all the way down to Louisiana and in Texas, Galveston or whatever. That's where he met his wife, and they settled out there. They stayed out there. So like, we were tied off from that. But like some of his folks, came from Virginia. Like it's crazy how everything is split up. And this is why we are related to each other, one way or another. You'll find out like how the hell this line get over there. We just been split up, but we are related. Everybody's still there. What's everybody doing? Why they so quiet?
It's the more that we speak to people, though, the more that we see a lot of people are incredibly ignorant in terms of saying you're next. I thought they were saying you're next, like you're just going to be randomly attacked by the police. But no, these people actually think that we're going to be deported, just like Native Americans deported back to a random place, just airlifted over to Siberia. No particular place, just looked on your DNA profile and said, like, where would they put us by looking at our DNA profile? Are we going to the UK? Are we going to Siberia? Are we going to parts of Africa? Where? Which, no, you don't fracture someone's DNA profile all across 4 or 5 continents and then start talking about where they belong or don't belong. Obviously, we're from here. That's the way it goes. You create something new in a new place. That's like a Mexican in Mexico being threatened with deportation. Deportation to where? Part of their lineage gets deported over to Spain? Like, where are they going? Nowhere. They're from Mexico and they're going to be in Mexico. They can only be deported to Mexico.
This dude said it's gonna be a Jim Crow 2.0. You believe that?
Say that again.
I said that zesty dude said that J said it's gonna
Well,
be a Jim
yeah.
Crow 2.0.
Yeah, because he wants the population that's not LGBTQ to suffer for not being overrun with his ideology. He wants us to be unalived. That's how desperate his genitals are to force us into his will. And that's why the Democrats must be suppressed at all. Anytime you hear that ideology of multiple genders, there's only two. Anytime you hear anyone promoting men and women swimming pools, that's the wrong group to be around. You can't be associated with them at all. Even if you just say, I don't like Trump and blah, 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 fine. But you still can't uplift those people. That's really the wrong side of history. You still can't uplift those people because those people are against everybody. They don't want anyone to exist. They don't like children. They don't like human beings populating themselves. They don't like anything. They just like debauchery. They just like deviance. And that's it.
They've been taking L's for the longest, going behind the Democratic Party. Like, I remember when they dropped the BLM flags for the Ukraine flags while we were going through a pandemic. and, and as everybody was being starved out, whatever, because people were losing resources because they couldn't work and going behind debt, that administration was just sending money hand over fist to Ukraine, and everybody was on that same agenda, like they was like the moral compass, the party of a good. Like these people are delusional and detached.
They are. Hey, Chrissy.
What's up, Chris?
Oh, wait a minute.
Hey, Chris, you mean to get on panel? So I know I don't really want to talk about too much about the Super Bowl, but do y'all believe? Because I didn't watch it, but do y'all believe that Super Bowl halftime show had the highest rating of all times?
Well, when you say that, do you mean because people were watching to see what he was going to do? Because didn't he say he was going to wear a dress and do some other things? I mean, you mean HATE watching? Yeah, it could be some HATE watching, which still is people watching. Watching because he's popular? No, nobody even knew who that guy was. I never heard of him. I never heard of him at all, even in passing. Never.
I don't think they don't get that much HAT watching though. I really don't think they get that much watching because people ain't really focused on them like that. We know. I think they were more focused on what we were doing with Kendrick Lamar versus him. I think once it went into different language, everybody cut off because I don't think nobody really watched it. So I really think they're playing with the numbers. I really truly believe that many
Well,
people
they
are
can.
tuned in.
They can. They've been cheating, horribly cheating, and propping up people that no one ever heard of, like Cynthia Erivo. These people have no fans. These people are propped up. These people have bots. Another woman that I know paid somebody to buy a bunch of copies of her book so she could be a New York bestseller. There's all kinds of scams, and people can buy articles to talk about their products or their books or things like that. So yeah, I mean these things are fake. It's not like back in the day when somebody would play in a local club and people would say, "Hey, did you hear that person? Did you hear this guy?" And then the person would get a record deal based on talent and um, a natural interaction with the public. Now they just pick these people and then they just shove them down your throat. And I think people are tired of that. I mean, this Bad Bunny is clearly an example of that, just like Cynthia Erivo. But Bad Bunny, even worse. No one knows who this is. Americans are not sitting up there listening to Spanish music or whatever that was. I don't even know what it was.
Right, and that's why I was thinking. I think they're doing themselves a disservice because they're giving that same hype as they did with Kamala. Like everybody was for them, and then the reality actually hit them and they burst their bubble. And I think that's what's going on with that cat because
Yeah,
everybody's sniffing their own farts. That's what they're
yeah.
doing. They're sniffing
And I
their own
think
farts.
that, right, if they can mobilize 1.5 billion Africans to be behind a person, a Shabuzi, of course they're going to have more fans or views than a Black American if we're reliant on just our population supporting us. That's why we've been legendary, because we've gotten people to look at us that normally would only want to look at themselves. Even the European descendants, they knew that they wanted to have the Elvis. They wanted to replace the Jacksons with the Osmonds. They wanted to get rid of Ike and Tina Turner and talk about Sonny and Cher. We know what they did, and we still won in terms of entertainment and interest in what we were doing. But these other people, all they can do is use their swelled populations to boost themselves up. And that doesn't even work, because a lot of these people, like with Kamala, she didn't have the support of every Indian. Indians didn't even like that woman because she was cosplaying us, and they don't like us. They're ethnic bigots. She was going against the Hindu caste. So she wasn't liked by all the Indians, no matter what she said. She went over, "Oh, this is my mom's hometown," and blah, blah, blah. That was all fake. That might have been her mom's hometown, but her hometown did not support her. They can only get so far with it.
And I think you're right on that because these people are really in an echo chamber. Because I still haven't really seen full clips. The only people that said the same thing verbatim were these tethers talking about how good the performance was, and now all of a sudden everybody is Puerto Rican by convenience.
Right.
They tethered on a Puerto Rican with the Puerto Rican
Because
flag.
they're just going by teams. He's on the
Right,
Democrat side, so now they like him.
right.
They don't even like this guy, literally.
And the authentic thing about it last year, when Kendrick did his performance, not even a whole hour after that performance, everybody was creep walking and saying they not like us in every damn language. We
Right.
were getting different countries really actually tuning in and doing it. Nobody ain't doing no Bad Bunny parody. They just putting a dang, Puerto Rican flag in their bio like they did France. Like, it's
hmm
weird. Like,
hmm
these people are just they bots. It's funny because everything they projected us talking about we're an echo chamber, we're a small group. They're pretty much doing it.
That's right. So, true believer, did you want to come up and talk about the numbers? Yeah, it's hard for me to, I'm not a statistician or anything like that. So when they say numbers, I don't know if they just mean whoever watched, because, people watch train wrecks. That doesn't mean they're enjoying the train wreck or a fan of the train wreck. So I think that a lot of people were interested in that because he was, anti-Trump. He threatened to wear a dress. He was doing and saying a lot of things. And I think people wanted to see if we were just being anti him or if he really was talented. And it turns out he really wasn't talented. He was just there. I mean, it's not like there was, I mean, if they wanted to use a Latino performer, could they use one that people know? I mean, yeah, they alienated English speaking people in our own country. And that's what they chose to do. That's why, the NFL talks out of both sides of its mouth, and it's very off putting.
Halo would have had a better chance.
Yeah,
At
that's
least
what
get
I
a
was
bit more by
thinking.
name recognition.
That's what I was thinking. Somebody who's been doing it, performing and holding up their little Latino ethnicity to represent themselves. Somebody like that has a proven track record. Not that I know any of her songs, but the point is, she's definitely more stable than Bad Bunny. I mean, like, what? Nobody ever heard of that guy.
Right. Speaking of songs, like if there was a pew pew to my head, somebody told me to name a Bad Bunny song, I wouldn't be here.
I
I
would
would
not
just say,
be.
write my obituary, say that I was a good guy and I gave everybody joy and laughter.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to name one either.
Yo, what's up?
What's up, IGZ?
Uh, Now, let me ask you this. Did y'all ever hear this man? So he uses, from what I hear, he uses a lot of auto tune. Turn that shit off, and he sounds like a whole different person, and not in a good way.
Yeah, I heard it without auto tune. It was horrific. I mean, what do I expect? It wasn't that much of a deal with auto tune. I mean, if he's doesn't have any talent, what is he like? Why was he chosen? He has to be chosen for something beyond performing, and we know what some of those things are.
I just think he was chosen for immigration bullshit, which is funny because he's a fucking part of a territory.
Propaganda. I think they was literally trying to be like, hey, this is the play. Now y'all all Puerto Rican now. So
I wish,
everybody
I
Yeah.
wish
on
Trump would.
stolen land. No one is illegal on stolen land. We were born
Uh-huh.
here.
Right. I hope that they remove Puerto Rico in the future from being a whatever it is. It doesn't need to be a territory. I don't know why it's a
I
territory
thought he
because
was
all they
trying to. I thought he was trying to get rid of Puerto Rico.
I wish he would and throw all the people from Puerto Rico back onto it because like what are they doing? You're a possession and now we had just because you're a possession and a territory, we have to take Candace Owens and Bad Bunny? That's the punishment?
Hmm. Yeah, I was hoping for that. Shit, that'd be nice. You get rid of the majority of all the Puerto Ricans who were in the Bronx. That means because they're known for touching kids and all that nonsense. As well as Dominican, all Spanish people. I ain't gonna lie, all Spanish people. And there's a huge amount of them in the Bronx. Who's under the damn, what's that thing called? Um, when you register for touching kids or something.
Predators.
Yeah. So yeah, there's a whole bunch
Sexual
of predators.
predators.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's a whole bunch of predators.
they called you know what offender.
Yeah, you go. Yeah,
Sex offenders, yeah.
yeah. So a whole bunch of these, I mean, if you go type in anywhere in the Bronx, or just type in the Bronx, New York, a whole bunch of them come up, and they
Yeah.
all.
Oh, Mex offenders. Does Mex offenders sound better?
Eh,
Um, I just spell it out. Did you know that a Chinese person that aspires to be a European descendant is called a chunky? A chunky?
I never heard that.
But it's going
That's
to the list.
that's new to me.
Yeah, chunky. Did you know that the term hunky has either two meanings or something, or maybe we used it, but that was used by Europeans to describe Hungarians. They're calling them honky. But
Oh, okay.
but we have another origin story of them honking to pick up women. It could be two origin stories. But yeah, the English people called Hungarians honkies.
Hmm. Hey, did you hear my album I
Got the
put out?
TPSs up. Oh, go ahead.
I put an album out on my YouTube channel.
I ain't heard it.
Yeah, you should definitely go check it out.
For sure, we'll do that. Okay, so, any more news on that TPS status? So did they push it back from that judge?
I haven't heard nothing from it. I haven't heard nothing from that judge at all.
Can't wait till they lift that TPS status. They all get to go.
Facts.
I'm about to get off. I'm still on air, but I gotta go real quick so it'll be really quiet. Hopefully y'all start talking.
Catch you later.
I had no idea I came up here. Hello?
Hey, what happened, y'all? I had to do some stuff at work. I see everybody gone. Jay, you still there? I guess I'm ready to end this joint. I don't know what happened. Fresh, you
I'm
there?
here. I'm loading
Hey,
right now. I'm at the
what
terminal. I'm
happened?
here.
You know what happened?
Fizzled out. Energy.
It fizzled out. All right,
Yeah. I
I'm
said
gonna
I
just.
couldn't really hold a conversation because I'm loading right now, but I'll be back in
Oh,
a minute.
okay. And I was away from my phone for like 20 minutes, so it's all good. All right, I'll just shut it down. I'll catch y'all later or tomorrow. All right, peace.